When most people think of dirt bikes, they imagine a powerful vehicle that can travel at high speeds. But how fast does a 150cc dirt bike actually go? In this video, we'll take a look at the top speed of a 150cc dirt bike and provide some tips on how to achieve it. How fast does a 150cc dirt bike go? The top speed of a 150cc dirt bike can vary, but the average top speed of a 150cc dirt bike is about 50 to 60 mph. Of course, this will depend on the make and model of the bike, as well as the terrain that it is being ridden on. However, if you are looking for a bike that is fast enough for off-road adventures, but not so fast that it will be difficult to control, then a 150cc bike is a great option. So, next time you are in the market for a new dirt bike, keep this in mind. The top speed of a 150cc bike is about 50 to 60 mph. Is a 150cc dirt bike good? There are a lot of factors to consider when deciding if a 150cc dirt bike is right for you. If you're a beginner, this bike might be a good choice because it has an easy-use clutch and brake system. Another advantage of the 150cc dirt bike is that it's relatively lightweight, making it easier to maneuver. However, one downside is that the engine might not have enough power for experienced riders, so if you're looking for a challenge, you might want to consider a different bike. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not a 150cc dirt bike is good for you depends on your individual riding style and preferences. What are the best ways to increase your dirt bike speed? There are a few things you can do to increase your dirt bike speed. 1. Install a bigger engine. I know that this is not reachable for a lot of people, but if you are looking for top speed, installing a bigger engine is the way to go. 2. Add a performance exhaust. Adding a performance exhaust will help increase the flow of air and gas through the engine, resulting in more power and higher speeds. 3. Add a high-performance air filter. Installing a high-performance air filter will help the engine breathe better, resulting in more power and higher speeds. 4. Add a fuel controller. Adding a fuel controller will help optimize the mixture of air and gas, resulting in more power and higher speeds. 5. Modify the carburetor. Tinkering with the carburetor can help optimize the mixture of air and gas, resulting in more power and higher speeds. 6. Tune the engine. Tuning the engine will help optimize the mixture of air and gas, resulting in more power and higher speeds. With a few simple modifications, you can easily add 5 to 10 mph to your dirt bike's top speed. If you're looking for even more speed, you can consider adding a big bore kit or building a race motor. However, these mods can be expensive and may require some mechanical knowledge. What are the dangers of riding a dirt bike at high speeds? There are a lot of dangers that come with riding a dirt bike at high speeds. 1. Increased risk of injury or death. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced rider, riding at high speeds comes with an increased risk of serious injury or death. While you might be able to get away with riding recklessly at lower speeds, doing so at higher speeds is much more dangerous. 2. Easier to lose control. When you are riding at high speeds, it is easier to lose control of your bike. This is because there is less time to react to obstacles in your path or to make corrections if you veer off course. This means that you are more likely to crash when riding at high speeds. 3. Higher chance of accidents. Because it is easier to lose control, and because there is less time to react, riding at high speeds also increases your chance of being involved in an accident. If you do find yourself in an accident while riding at high speeds, the chances of severe injuries or death are much higher. 4. More difficult to maneuver. At high speeds, dirt bikes become more difficult to maneuver. This is because the bike is harder to control and because the tires have less contact with the ground. This can make it difficult to avoid obstacles or make corrections if you veer off course. Only experienced riders should attempt to ride at high speeds. If you are considering riding a dirt bike at high speeds, it is important to weigh the risks and benefits carefully. While it might be tempting to go fast, doing so is dangerous and can lead to serious injuries or death. If you do decide to ride at high speeds, be sure to take all necessary precautions and ride safely. My final thoughts. If you are looking for speed, there are a few things you can do to increase your dirt bike's top speed. However, it is important to weigh the risks and benefits carefully before riding at high speeds. Only experienced riders should attempt to ride at high speeds and all necessary precautions should be taken. Ride safely. I hope this article was helpful in answering your